Good morning, students. How are you all? I hope so. You guys all are fine. Okay, let's start our lesson. Guys, I have given you homework 3 if you remember. I have checked your homework 2. The guys who did it, I have given them merits. So, I heard something about homework 3. There are some students, they found very difficulty to solve this homework 3. And some of students, they called me, they said, sir, mass is not given. Okay, fine. There is a little trick in this question. Okay, so we will solve it and you will understand it. So if you are with your book, can you open page number 90? If you open page 19, you will see question 17. This was your homework. I gave you question 17 as your homework 3. Okay, I'm going to read this question. The object of mass m, the object of mass m is released from a height of 5 meters. For example, here we have object, okay, its mass we don't know. It is not given, okay. It is released from the height and this is the surface. Height of the surface is 5 meters. Height of the surface is 5 meter and its mass we don't know. Okay, the mass of the object of mass m is released from a height of 5 meter as shown in the figure. What is the speed of the object just before it strikes the ground? So we are going to find out its speed, okay, when it just strikes at the ground. Okay, so here even he gave hint, first find the potential energy of the mass m at the beginning. So he is saying, can we find out potential energy here, which is equal to mgh? We cannot. Why we cannot find out? Because we don't know the mass. We know gravity, we know height, we know these two terms, but this term we don't know mass. So we cannot find out potential energy. If we cannot find out potential energy, then how we can find out its velocity? So this is the question. So here in this question, we are not going to use we are not going to find out potential energy to find out its velocity. Here, since mass is not given, we are confused. So we can use another formula. Guys, there is an equation, okay, which is 2as, which is equal to vf square minus vi square. This is the equation, okay. This is the equation. I think you didn't learn it, but you will learn it in class 9, or yes, in class 9 you will learn this. But for time being, let me explain it. A mean acceleration. Acceleration mean value of g. Value of g, which is 10, right? S mean distance, which is 5, right? Vf, dc vf, it means final velocity. Dc vi, it means initial velocity. final velocity, initial velocity, distance. So initial velocity, when the object is here, initially its velocity is 0. Initially its velocity is 0, that's why its kinetic energy is 0. Then we fall the object down. Okay, when object is falling down, its potential energy is converting into its kinetic energy. I explained it previously. Okay, so when the object just hit the ground, at that time we are going to find out its velocity, which is its final velocity. This velocity we are going to find out. So this is the equation 2as, which is equal to vf square minus vi square. Okay, so I know acceleration of earth, I mean g force, which is 10 given, you need to put 10. I know the distance, it is 5. Then vf square, you see vf square, we need to find out, this is the vf, this velocity is vf here, this velocity we are going to find out, vf square minus vi here is initial velocity, okay, which is 0 square, it will be 0. So 10 multiplied by 2, 20, 20 multiplied by 5, 100, 100, which is equal to vf square. Okay, if we take under root, then vf will be is equal to 10 meter per second. This was your answer. Guys, again, let me explain this homework 3. Okay, we have an object, okay, which has mass, but mass is not given. Okay, the object has height. Okay, he asked us to find out its final velocity when the object hit the ground, which is here. Okay, so initially its velocity is 0 because it is at the rest. If the object is at the rest, its velocity is 0. If its velocity is 0, its kinetic energy is 0. It means that. Okay, so we cannot use potential energy formula because we don't know the mass. So that's why we needed to use this equation, okay, to find out its final velocity. By using this equation, we can find out its final velocity, which is 2as is equal to vf square minus vi square. Vi mean its initial velocity, vf mean its final velocity, s mean its distance, a mean g force, 2 it is given in the formula. By using this equation, you can find out its final velocity. Okay, but I'm not saying this is the only way to find out final velocity using this equation. If suppose if mass was given, if mass was 5 kilograms, for example, if mass is given 5 kilograms, at that time how you would use? Okay, so if mass, for example, if mass was given, okay, it was 5 kilogram, so you simply find out its potential energy, which is equal to mgh, and which is equal to mass is 5 multiplied by 10 multiplied by height is 5. It should be 10 multiplied by 5, 50. So it will be 2500. Okay, so this will be potential energy. So if you know the potential energy, then by using this potential energy you can find out its velocity, because you know that your potential energy is almost equal at the bottom of the kinetic energy. For example, let me explain it to you. Okay, if an object is lifted, for example, suppose this is surface. Okay, initially my object is here. Okay, if an object is lifted, after that this is the same surface. an object is lifted. Okay, initially my object was here. Here height is 0. Okay, its potential energy is 0. Its velocity is 0. So its kinetic energy is 0. So if object is lifted, work is done. I have done some work. Okay, to lift this object. To lift this object, I have a height, for example, 5 meter. We can suppose I have height 5 meter. If I have height 5 meter, it means that I have potential energy. But kinetic energy is 0. Why? Because velocity is 0. Again here at this point. So my potential energy, again, I will have if I have some height. So I have done some work to lift this object. For example, I have done like a 2500 joule, 2500 joule work. This is my work which I have done to lift this object. Okay, to lift this object over there. So 2500 joule, the work which I've done to lift this object. And energy is transferred to the object and it gains gravitational potential energy. For example, this energy is transferred to this object, okay, and it gains potential energy, which is gravitational potential energy in this case. So if I need to leave this object again here, again if I leave to this object here, I need 2500 joule energy, okay, to put this object back into its original position. Okay, if the object falls from that height, do you see that height? If the object falls from that height, the same amount of work which I use to lift the object, the same amount of work which is also here, I needed, okay, to put this object down into its original position. I mean to bring it back to the earth's surface. Okay, so guys, what is here logic? Here you need to understand, if for example, when object here, at that time it has some potential energy. When object is here, at that time it has kinetic energy. When object is in the middle, at that time its potential energy is equal to its kinetic energy. Do you see? So we can say like this: potential energy at the top will always equal to kinetic energy at the bottom. Kinetic energy at the bottom. Potential energy at the top is equal to kinetic energy at the bottom. What does it mean? It means that mgh should be equal to half mv square. So mgh, which we just found, 2500, which is equal to half, and mass is already given. Okay, we supposed it is 5 kilogram. Okay, but in this case you can also do another trick. Okay, if mass is, for example, we just supposed 5. Okay, you can solve it also in this way. If mass is we just suppose which is 5, and then you can find out velocity if mass is given. If mass is not given, then also another trick to solve this problem. Like here mass is not given, okay, but you can again solve it even without having mass. Now I will show you that method. I showed you this first method, okay, to solve it without mass. This is the second method, okay, with mass, how you can solve it. Okay, so you here have velocity, okay, you will take this 5 to into another side, and you will solve its velocity. Okay, this is the, now I will show you the third trick. Okay, how you can solve even if you don't have mass. Okay guys, I'm going to erase it. Okay, so okay, let me give you 1 minute. I'm giving you 1 minute, you can write it down. Okay, then I will use third trick to solve it without mass. Okay guys, I'm going to raise it. Now I will show you the third trick. Okay, again, this is homework 3, page 17. We are still on page 17. Because I know that some of students, they didn't understand, so that's why I am going to solve it in 3 different ways. I solved it in 2 ways. Now this is the third way, okay, which I'm going to use it. So we have mass m, we have mass, this is the object, its height is 5 meter, velocity which is here. So guys, here object just have what? Potential energy. Here object has kinetic energy at the bottom. Here object has kinetic energy, here object has potential energy. Okay. Here it's potential energy, we don't know. Okay. And kinetic energy is 0. And here its potential energy is 0. At the middle, its kinetic energy and potential energy equal each other at the middle. So now let's try to solve it. We know that potential energy at the top should be equal to kinetic energy at the bottom. Potential energy at the top is equal to kinetic energy at the bottom. So potential energy, what is the formula of potential energy? mgh, right? This is the formula of potential energy, mgh. What is the formula of kinetic energy? Half mv square. Okay. So this m can cancel each other. Okay. To get rid of m, we don't know the value of m. Value of m, mass is not given. Mass is not given. We don't know the value of mass m. So you guys think we cannot find out potential energy. If we cannot find out potential energy, then we cannot find out its kinetic energy. So if we cannot find out kinetic energy, we cannot find out velocity. But no, you just simply do like this. Use this equation. potential energy at top is equal to kinetic energy at bottom. I just explained it. Okay, how, why they are equal? So potential energy, right, formula mgh, which is equal to kinetic energy formula half mv square. Then this m will cancel each other. No need to have value of m. So gravity, you will be left only with gravity and height, and which will be is equal to half v square. So gravity and height. What is gravity? Gravity is 10. What about height? Height is given 5, which is equal to half v square. This 2, if it is divided here, it will go and multiply. 10 multiply by 5 multiply by 2, which is equal to v square. So 10 multiply by 5 multiply by 2, it is equal to 100. Okay, which is equal to v square. So v square is equal to 100 meter per second. Simply you can take under root. Okay, if you take under root, this 2 with this under root will cancel. So v will be is equal to 10 meter per second. You see, again we find out the value by using this formula. We can find out velocity, okay, by using this concept, or by using this equation 2as is equal to vf square minus vi square. Also we can find out velocity, which is equal to again 10 meter per second. This is the first way, this is the second way. Or third way, by using third way, if mass is also given, okay, then same equation, by using same equation you can find out velocity. So there are 3 ways. Okay, I recommend you to choose second way because you are familiar with this one. Don't use this one. Okay, I just showed you there are many ways to find out velocity, but you just use this way. I hope so you understood. Okay, so guys, if you didn't understand, you can watch this video again. Okay, please, this is not excuse we don't understand. I explained it 2-3 times. Okay, now what can I do? You need to focus, you need to understand it. Okay, by watching this video again and again, you need to study. If you don't study, you cannot understand it. Of course you cannot. In the middle of the lesson, you cannot understand if you don't understand at the beginning of the lesson. So what you do, you need to read. Once you read, you will understand. You need to clear your concept. What is kinetic energy? What is potential energy? What is height? What is gravity? From where they are coming? You need to understand these things. Okay, guys. Okay, I have solved homework 3. Okay, please take this homework into your considerations. Okay, try to think how I solved. I hope so problem is solved now. Okay, so I am going to solve some other problems. Okay, so guys, I'm going to erase it. Okay, so let's solve some other problems. Okay, let's solve the above problem, problem 16. The problem 16, let's solve it. The kinetic energy of a 100-gram pencil. We have this pencil. Okay, we have this pencil. The kinetic energy of a 100-gram mass of this pencil is 100 gram. Mass of this pencil is 100 gram. Falling vertically is 1.8 joule at point X. It is falling vertically. This is surface. This is point X. At point X, okay, this is at point X. Okay, its kinetic energy is equal to 1.8 joule. Kinetic energy at point X is 1.8 joule. What is the speed of this pencil at that point? At that point, we are going to find out its velocity. Previously in homework 3, we find out velocity at this point. Now, at At this problem, we are going to find out velocity. This is a pencil. Velocity of a pencil at point X. Velocity of a pencil at point X. So where its kinetic energy is given, which is 1.8 joule. Again, its mass is given 100 gram. But mass is in gram. Mass is 100 gram. We need to convert this mass into kilogram. We need to convert it in kilogram. So how you convert it? You simply 100, okay, divide by 1000. These two zero will cancel each other. It will be 0.1 kilogram. So mass will be 0.1 kilogram. So what is the kinetic energy now? Kinetic energy is also given 1.8 joule. So we can use this formula. Kinetic energy is equal to half mv square. Kinetic energy is 1.8, which is equal to half. And what about m? Mass is 0.1. And this velocity we are going to find out. If we 1.8 multiply by 2, which is equal to 0.1 v square. If we multiply 1.8 with 2, it is 0.36. 0.36, which is equal to 0.1 v square. 0.1 v square. So 0.36 divided by 0.1, which is equal to v square. V square will be is equal to, if you divide, it will be 36. If you take its under root, then velocity will be 6 meter per second. Do you understand, guys? I hope so you understood. Let me explain it again. You see, we have here pencil. Okay, it is falling down. The guy, he is asking us at point X if kinetic energy of this pencil is 1.8 joule. He also has given us mass, which is equal to 100 gram. At this point, he is asking us to find out its velocity. It is very simple. Mass we measure always in kilogram, not in gram. Okay, so to convert it in kilogram, we need to divide this 100 with 1000, right? So if we divide it with 1000, we will get 0.1 kilogram. So we have converted mass from gram into kilogram. So if we have mass in kilogram, that's good. And if we also have kinetic energy, which is equal to 1.8 joule, so kinetic energy is given, mass is given. Okay, you can easily find out this third term, velocity. Okay, so 1.8, 1 divided by 2, multiply by 0.1, multiply by v square. So by performing some calculations, okay, we come up with the velocity which is 6 meter per second at point X. At point X, its velocity is 6 meter per second. Guys, did you understand? I hope so you understand. Okay, if you didn't understand, please watch it again. Okay, guys, here I want to request you, you need to study. Okay, even if I'm teaching you every day, if you don't study, you will not understand. If you study, then you will understand. For example, if I teach you every day, you just take a lesson, you will not understand just by watching the video. You need to study, you need to read the book, you need to understand what is kinetic energy, what is the formula of kinetic energy, what is the idea behind this, how we find out kinetic. You need to just think, okay, then you will able to understand me. If you don't study, if you don't read the book, you will not understand me. Okay, so to understand me, please go and read the book every day. Okay, try to understand, try to clear your steps. Okay, so if you read it before you take the lesson, or usually what when I give you homework, you just think little bit. Okay, try to study 1 2 hours every day. Trust me, you will start understanding me. The time will come, you will start understanding me. The guys who understand these problems, whatever I solve on the board, why they understand? Because they read it, they try to think, they are focused. Okay, so guys, please, this is humble request from your teacher. Try to read the book. Okay, try to solve other problems. I cannot solve all the problems which are at the end of the chapter, because you see we don't have enough time. So try to solve also some problem by yourself, and also try to read. This is very important. Theory is very important. Theory is to understand the things, then those things you will apply by solving some problems. Okay guys, please take care of yourself. Okay, and be fine, enjoy your quarantine time. Okay, I'm going to dismiss the class. Okay, now class is dismissed.